Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we wrap up today's show on this March the 14th. And we're going to start a monthly report. A lot of y'all have asked about this from the Little Red River over at Lindsay's Resort, and I had a chance to run into Jay Gudermuth out at the boat show recently, and we've set this up. Of course, it's one of my favorite places to visit, and I'm going to try to get over there in May. But we've got Jay on the line with us, and he's going to start telling us what the fish are doing. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing great. Always great to talk about the Little Red, and you've been over. How long you been a guide now?
30 years.
30 years? You're only 35. What do you mean? I mean, you started in diapers over there. Because, man, you really make me feel old now. I can tell you what. But, let's talk fishing. I can hear the wind, so I know you're right there on the dock and everything, and you spend so many days a year fishing. So I really like that wind report when we're getting it there.
Good.
But so talk about, this is March. We've had rain. Today, yesterday, you name it, we're 5 inches over in Memphis, and I don't know what you guys over there. A lot of folks say, well, that gets the river high, but really you're all controlled by what's going on up at the big lake, aren't you?
Yes, sir. The water flow it's right now it's 2 generators, but that really doesn't matter about fishing,
Why?
They'll still bite.
They will still bite. So 2 generators,
Yes,
and there are, 4 on the
2. There's 2.
I mean, there's 4
Yes,
total? There's 4 generators up there, right? I mean...
No, sir. There's 2 generators and 6 floodgates.
That's it. Okay, they got 6. 2 and okay, that's close enough for me in my math.
Yes, sir.
And, all right, so talk about what are we doing right now? Are we floating? What are we doing? What's going on?
Well, you can drift fish. You can use a Carolina rig with power bait and wax worm.
Okay.
Little Cleos, throwing them up against the bank works well. Rapalas, they're doing good. And, you can anchor fish if you can get off into an eddy.
Okay, off into an eddy.
Throw out a night crawler.
Well,
yes, sir. We caught 14 this morning.
Well, I mean, 14. That gets me ready to go tomorrow. I may not be able to make it to May, but so what were you using when you caught those 14?
Green power bait and a wax worm.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Sir.
And
yes,
tipping that, putting that wax worm in there, and Little Red. A lot of folks, and since we're kicking off this, and we'll be hearing from Jay once a month, people get kind of confused between the white and the Little Red.
Mm-hmm.
The vegetation on the Little Red, that's really an advantage, right? I mean, because those,
yes, sir.
And you've been fishing it for 30 years or so. Talk about what makes Little Red special to you.
It makes it special to me because it's a smaller river.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of fish that get caught, a lot of nice fish.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit slower paced.
It is, isn't
White
it?
River.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because it's more intimate, so to speak. I mean, you've got areas out there that, but at the same time, I'm one of those rare folks that's still living that interviewed Rip Collins after he caught that world famous trout on the Little Red River, the retired Air Force colonel or whatever he was, and brought Little Red all that notoriety. And, of course, Lindsay's has been in the business for over 50 years and things along that line. So talk about fishing at this time of the year. Now, is big fish possible, and what's a big fish to you, Jay?
Big fish to me is 4 pounds.
Oh, that's a big fish. Yeah, I like that attitude. Yeah. So what about fishing at this time of year? Can you catch a big fish, or is this one of your times?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now, no, so what does the wind mean? Is a wind? How does that relate to fishing on the Little Red in March?
Well, it just makes you move a little faster, and when you're drifting, but it'll still work.
Well, tell them what you're fishing out of. Tell them how your bait. I mean, the rod, tell them about the boats too, because there's a lot of folks that just don't know anything about it. And I don't guess you mind getting first timers, do you?
No, sir. No, sir. I love them. I fish out of a 18-foot party barge with a Mercury.
Did you hear that, folks? I wanted you to say that because they're going to. There's a truck driver going down Interstate 55, and he just said, "Did he say he fished out of a party barge?"
Yes.
Yes, and the advantage of that.
Oh, you can get more people, and they're comfortable. They can stretch out.
Yeah.
And it's more relaxing.
It is more relaxing, but most people think of river boats. They think of the, and you have those, I know.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
You have the option of using those things, but I'm first time I ever fished out of a party barge on the Little Red was with Colton Lindsay. I mean, when he took me and my wife out, and I walked out on the deck, and I said, "We're going in the party barge?" And he said, "Sure we are." So the reaction to that is you can fish. How many? Do you try to fish?
I can put 6 on this barge.
That's amazing. Yeah, you can put 6. I can't imagine you trying to guide with 6 people on there, trying to keep their. That's why you grow your hair so long, Jay. I mean,
Yes, sir.
You keep pulling it out when you've got people like that and everything.
No, it just makes it more interesting.
And you've had people from all walks of life you fished with. You've fished with. So, would you rather fish with a man or a woman?
It really doesn't matter.
My wife says my wife can fish better than me, Jay. I'm just saying that because she's going to listen and know that I'm going to say women because she has more. She's got more patience than I do. When it all comes down to it. So a guide trip now. So talk about that and what time you start. Do you have a half a day? What's the situation on that?
We have a half a day guide trip. We can leave from 7:30, and it comes back in 4.5 hours.
That's enough.
Yes, sir. Or you can do it in the afternoon.
And the limit now is what? What's the limit over there now?
5.
5. Okay. And I know you've got a nice little restaurant there. Somebody told me about. So.
Oh yeah. You hook them, we'll cook them.
That's it.
Steak,
yes.
There's shrimp. There's about anything you'd like in the restaurant.
Well, I know that we're going to start talking to you every second Saturday, and hook up with you, Jay, and everything right now. So if somebody was to book a trip for the next 2 weeks, does all this rain affect anything over there? Does it hinder you or just makes it harder to fish?
No, we can work around the rain. If somebody books a trip and it's raining, we'll wait till after it stops or, play it by ear on that.
Okay. All right. And do they need anything?
Fishing wise, I have all the poles and they'll have to get just a little bait.
Yes. Okay.
And a fishing license.
And what kind of poles do you use?
Ultralights. I use Shimano's. I use Shakespeare's, Ugly Sticks.
And you're fishing what kind of line?
I use 4-pound SOS.
Okay. Do you do a leader at all?
Yes, sir. I use a 2-pound monofilament.
There you
leader.
go. Yeah. And what size hook? I mean, you got that hook. It's you can't hardly see them. I mean, it's that.
number 10 bait holder is what I prefer.
Wow. Oh, I had to put my glasses on to see them and everything. Well, Jay, we appreciate it, buddy, and we're going to start calling you once a month, and we're going to get some reports over there. Any big fish caught lately?
I seen a 4-pound rainbow caught last week off the dock.
Off the dock, and that's one thing we need to mention that. I don't want to take away from Jay as a guide, but you can fish off the dock at Lindsay's, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir.
And you got all
raining.
Yeah.
That's the place to be.
That's the place to be. So now they can go to lindsay'sresort.com. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Go there. I know a lot of you folks, we really appreciate Jay and you and the young folks, as I say, at the boat show last weekend before last. I hope you got some clients out of that because it seemed like you guys were busy most of the time and everything. But we'll talk to you in April, and then I hope to see you in May. Okay, buddy?
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Larry.
We got your cell phone now. We got it all figured out how to get you, Jay. Okay?
All right. Great.
Thank you, buddy. Have
All
a
right.
great day. Talk to you later. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, Jay Gudermuth. All right, let me close out the show before my voice goes. Can't wait for next week. It's our turkey show. We've already got lined up.
Exciting.
Yes, Keith Hickman's going to be, Bill Cooksey, Charles Petrie, Ray Glass, Steve Turpin, Russell Ginn, Alex Rutledge, Mike Giles, Stacy Walker, John David Santee, and more. And many of those are going to be in the studio. So get prepared. We're going to talk turkeys. And that's on next week's show on Outdoors with Larry Ray. I can't wait to talk to them. Shelby, thank you for helping me out today. I was a little depressed when it started, but you know me.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. And you got to hear Shelby's voice for the change instead of all those other ones that come in here and everything. So, as I say each and every week, it doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And God bless the USA.